This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, a huge slate of winter sports tonight, including Bellarmine battling St. Joe's, Menlo-Atherton takes on Mitty, and Doherty Valley meets San Leandro.
Girls hoops includes Mission San Jose and Pittsburgh, soccer with St. Francis and Palo Alto, and the story of the state championship running back dealing with the tragic death of his brother. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with a great early season basketball matchup between Mountain View rivals St. Francis and Mountain View. The Lancers feature senior shooting guard Trevor Leon.
Yeah, and the Spartans get Jalen Daniel Dalton, just like I said, back this week. He's back on the court after an early season injury. The Spartans are playing well without him, though, at 5-1. Mountain View hosting St. Francis Friday night.
The entire town of Mountain View showing up for this one between St. Francis and Mountain View. The Spartans start off on a 6-0 run. Nate Harris across the court to Ryan Bahar. The MV team fired up from beginning to end. Yuval Haad drives up the baseline and gets the backwards lay-in to go. Less than a minute to go in the first. Isaiah Kerr lands the triple for St. Francis, but the Spartans defense allowing just one field goal in the first quarter and continues its dominance in the second. Nate Harris picks the pass and takes it to the rack and one. Harris with the three-point play, but the Lancers chip away at that Mountain View lead. Nolan Depomuceno to Trevor Leon in stride. The score is 21-20 Spartans at halftime. Kyle Rosecrans to Nick Weitzel for the corner threes. The Lancers take their first lead in the game, 25-23. Then Rosecrans and Weitzel switch it up. Rosecrans hits the triple and St. Francis takes a double-digit lead. But then MV clutches up. Harris to Bahar, 4-3, and the Spartans are down by 2. St. Francis says, we ain't going nowhere. Kerr with the acrobatic putback off his own shot. It's a 4-point game. 30 seconds to play. Joey Pear down low for Jalen. 2-point game. 5 seconds remaining. The St. Francis defense holding on strong. The shot is off, and there's the buzzer. St. Francis holds on to win it 48-46. A come-from-behind win for Mountain View bragging rights.
Our good friend Hezekiah Pemberton and his friends enjoying the pregame music as Skyline hosts Granada. The Mats with an early lead toss it over to Mateo Wild for the angle three. Granada with the first 3 points of the game. But Skyline keeping it close. Malik Davis to Quinnen Love, who drives and scores. It's a 2-point game. More Granada sharpshooting. Ryan Barney well beyond the arc. Nothing but net. End of the first as Hezekiah, the class president, is still having fun. Second quarter, the Titans' Brandon Oglesby over to Davis for 3. That's good. 18-15. Matt still on top. Now off the rebound. Look at Granada's Eric Hausch fighting for the rebound. Puts it back and draws the foul. And then later on in the second quarter, Skyline's Kumani Thurman dishing to Derek McCoy. And Derek is the real McCoy as he finishes there. And then Kumani drives and floats it home. Nice play there by Thurman. Up by 6 in the third, Granada begins to take off a little inside-outside game as Landon Weidenfield goes to Wild and back to Weidenfield, who scores. And then Lance Rodriguez drives and scores for Granada, 40-34 near the end of the third. The Mats take a big lead, then hold on for the win. Wild the steal ahead to Weidenfield, who lays it home as Granada goes to 8-0 on the season with a 6-point win led by Weidenfield's 13 points.
The Deanza Dons hosting Kennedy Tuesday night. Kiana Tulad gets this one past 2 defenders and drives in for the layup, drawing the foul for the Dons as she heads to the line. But Kennedy breaks it open early. Anna Daniels to Mika Turner, and Ashanti Strickland finds an opening and lays it in. Eagles add to their lead. Daniels pushes it down the court, flips it last minute to Amari Hill for the layup. We're still in the first quarter. Mika Turner breaks away, drives in and finishes. Ends up on the floor but pops right back up. Second quarter, Strickland to Alicia Maga. Down in the post and it's up and in. Eagles up 38-7 at halftime. Fourth quarter, Kiana Tulad to Nyla Smith down low, and the bank shot is good, but Kennedy stays in control. Daniels interrupts the pass, flies down the court and lays it in. 20 points for Daniels and a double-double for Ashanti Strickland as the Eagles go on to win it 65-19.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The Burlingame Panthers visiting Half Moon Bay on a rainy day. The Panthers strike early in the 9th minute. It's Nico Flores firing on net. It's an absolute rocket and in for the goal. And Burlingame is up 1-0 just like that. Flores crossing it now, and it's deflected to Jared Dunning. Dunning shoots, and Andre Escobedo Morales cleans it up for a goal, and Burlingame is up 2-0. Half Moon Bay rallying back in the 33rd minute of the first half. Colton Mills leads Horacio Bautista with a beautiful pass. Bautista then taps it in for the goal. Half Moon Bay cutting the deficit to 2-1. The Burlingame Panthers come back firing after the half. 48th minute, Ethan Kaufman dodges a defender and drills it to the top right corner. Burlingame up 3-1. The Panthers back again. Liam Griffith lobs it towards Andrew Morales. The ball deflects off the keeper's hands and Morales puts it in. Panthers up 4-1. Flores with the free kick now, and he just absolutely drills this one. The keeper, Louis Garcia, makes a wonderful save. Look at that. Final score, Burlingame wins it 4-1. 4 different players, each scoring 1 goal.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week and a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rica Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Cal High Sports, Big Murph, Ramen Jamal, BJ on the beat. Basketball season is back. What? Leading it off is Paige Gerhardt. Her game is airborne, taking flight like Amelia Earhart. The senior's a rare art in the paint for San Ramon Valley. She don't dilly-dally when she gets in the zone. She's dropping 31 points, grabbing 10 boards, 9 assists. A near triple-double, joining a very exclusive list.
You can never be wrong with Trevor Leon. Know who forever belongs in the conversation whenever the pressure be on. Word travels beyond the campus of St. Francis, bringing home wins when he takes chances like competitive break dancers. In the first season game for the Lancers, they win 70-53 over the Milpitas Trojans. Trevor had 23 points in the victory, floating threes as deep as the ocean. A two-sport athlete, scoring 12 of the points in the fourth quarter. Whenever it's game time, expect Trevor to show up like it's a court order.
All right. These are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Timmick Adams, with this week's tip.
The elbow experiences incredible forces when throwing at high velocity. The brunt of this force is taken on by the elbow ulnar collateral ligament, or UCL. This is on the inside of your elbow and can wear down with chronic stress, or can have an acute pop and tear. The Tommy John procedure, named after the pitcher who first underwent this procedure in 1974, is a method to fix a torn UCL by replacing it with graft tissue. This procedure has been so successful that some believe you're stronger and can throw harder if you get the surgery done. Unfortunately, this is not always the case, and there are risks. Don't get the surgery to get a bionic arm which throws harder. Surgery should only be indicated in those select cases after injury when all other options fail to get you back on the field.
Coming up, it's the Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game as Menlo-Atherton meets Mitty.
And San Lorenzo takes on Newark Memorial as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Bye. Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mitty. कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late.
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The legends of the gridiron meet the legends of the road.
I'm Debo.
Touchdown, Debo Samuel.
And I got my roll on at the #1 Dodge dealer in the world. South County, where they call the fairest place. Come get your roll on just like I did. Drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you. South County, drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the Mitty Monarchs looking like one of the Bay Area's best teams this season. Mitty coming off a West Catholic League title and looking very strong with some impressive pre-league wins this season.
The Monarchs taking on a very talented Menlo-Atherton squad led by junior guard Spencer Lynn. MA and Mitty in our Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game, and our Chiara Biagini was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
Two talented teams meeting here at Archbishop Mitty. The Monarchs hosting the MA Bears. For Menlo-Atherton, look for senior Justin Anderson. The cornerback from football just committed to Washington State, but Justin is now switching gears into basketball, and in just 5 games, he's averaging 10 points and 4 assists. The Monarchs are 5-0 with an impressive 2-point win over Camp Lindo. Junior guard Michael Mitchell having a great start to the season, averaging 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. It's the Bears and the Monarchs in our CCS Diablo Motors Monster Game.
The Bears come out ready to play. Justin Anderson hands it off to Trevor Wargo, who hits the straight on 3. MA now in transition. Nick Tripaldi finds Spencer Lynn wide open in the corner. That's money. The Bears take a 9-4 lead. Mitty right there with them. Here's senior Marcus Green sinking the 3 ball, but MA adds to its lead. Anderson cuts in front of the pass and heads to the rack for the layup. MA leads by 7, but here come the Monarchs. Mitchell to Mason Ryan for 3. Mitty takes a 1-point lead and doesn't look back. Mitchell off the steal here, and the junior puts up the two-handed rip. Now it's Green to Mitchell beyond the arc, and Mitty takes a 10-point lead. Mitchell going off in the first half, scoring 20 points. He picks up the loose ball, 4 defenders in front of him, and he floats it home. The Monarchs head into the locker room up by 17. Second half, more Mitty offense. Junior transfer from Stewart Hall, Nigel Burris hits from downtown. Check out Anderson now using his speed for the turnover. Anderson finishes for 2, but the Monarchs sealed the victory early. Check this out. Burris to Owen. Back to Burris. He slams it down. The alley-oop dunk to end this highlight. Mitty with a 36-point win over Menlo-Atherton. We catch up with junior Nigel Burris after the game.
We just got out, played basketball like we usually do in practice, got after it, competed, got a lot of rebounds, and the team, Menlo-Atherton, they really crashed the boards hard. 13 played really well, man. We played harder, so that's how we got the W. It was good. It's good. It's different here. I mean, it's a lot competitive. It's I'm really having fun here playing with my guys. It's really fun being here, so I love it here.
In San Jose with our Monster Game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
It's Coach Ashmore times 2. The 2 Ashmores preparing the Newark team for battle. San Lorenzo coming out hot early. Aaron Jacobs finding a wide open Denzel One. More for Jacobs here. A perfect touch on the floater, and he sinks it. And then Jacobs again, this time from the corner, drilling it. It's 15-1 Grizzlies out of the gate. Adding to the lead, Taewon Lubin passes outside to Darren Prim. Prim, a beautiful touch on that one. It's 21-8 San Lorenzo. Cougars trying to get something going. Chance Carlton driving inside and earning the points there. But the Grizzlies just too much in the first half. Deontay Hill takes a pass. Wide open look for 3. It's 31-13. Right before the break, Cougars trying to close the gap off the miss. Navion Reed cleans up the mess. Final possession for the Grizzlies. Darren Prim somehow gets this to fall. It's 47-25 San Lorenzo at the half. Cougars start clawing back after the break. Tyler Harris won't be denied, sinking the basket there. And then Reed passing to a wide open A.B. Gilchrist. ABG, easy as 1, 2, 3 points for Gilchrist. More Cougars. Reed hits Carlton. Carlton, another 3. The Cougars close the gap down by just 7 to start the fourth. But look at Reed here. The effort is ridiculous. Third time's the charm and one. We're tied at 63, but the Grizzlies tighten up. They go on a 13-6 run late. Hill seats the shot, and the Grizzlies hold on in a wild one, 80-72 the final. Hill leading all scorers with 36 points for the Grizzlies, who are now 5-1 on the season. Each week, 49ers Prep, South County Chrysler, and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
This week's Coach of the Week is St. Francis head coach Mike Modal. Coach Modal and the Lancers with a big win last week to start the season well. Mike Modal, this week's Coach of the Week. Albany's Construction brings us the dirty work play each week. Doing the dirty work this week is Alif Turgut from the Pali girls basketball team. Alif taking the charge here to help out her team on defense. Alif Turgut doing the dirty work just like Albany's Construction.
Coming up, the Bellarmine Bells take on St. Joe's on the island.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric girls basketball power rankings.
This is the home of infinite possibilities, where we're setting a new standard of care, where the furthest innovations in medicine connect us back to the simplest forms of healing, where our world-class medical team includes you and those you love most. At Stanford Healthcare, we pride ourselves on providing every kind of care for every kind of patient.
I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. Our service department employs the best luxury car technicians anywhere. Our honest, hardworking staff can handle all your maintenance and repair needs. We are experts in all luxury car repairs, so you can be confident we'll get the job done right. We handle everything from regular maintenance items like oil changes and brake jobs to bigger jobs like engine and transmission replacement. Why pay more at a dealership when our expert staff will do a top quality job at a fraction of the price? Come see us in San Ramon for all your service needs. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
We're the Monta Six Man, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with two teams expected to be among the very best in the Bay Area this season. The St. Joseph Pilots made it all the way to the NorCal final game last season and looking to go even further this season.
The Pilots hosting the Bellarmine Bells this week. Bellarmine off to a 5-0 start this season, featuring outstanding senior guard Quinn Danker. The Bells and Pilots Friday night.
The St. Joe's cheerleaders firing up the crowd as the Pilots host Bellarmine. The Bells with a fast start. Ridley Ruth with a very long three, 8-0 Bells to start the game. The Pilots fighting back, Jalen Jones driving, and he's going to dish it out to Elijah Palmer, and Palmer with an angle three that goes. The Bells looking to extend their lead, toss it underneath to Quinn Danker, and Quinn working hard and getting the bucket. 12-6, the Bells in the lead. Later in the first, Ruth tosses it out to Ian Elam, and the senior captain nails it. That's 3 points. Second quarter now, and the Bells stay in control. Constantine Cole running the court, gets the ball in the lane, and a nice-looking hook shot for the 6'5 senior 24-11 Bells. Late second quarter, Cole Despy gets into the three-point act. Cole's three gives the Bells a 19-point lead at the half. But the Pilots make a run in the third. Jones to Nathaniel Natividad running the baseline, and it wouldn't be Christmas season without a Natividad three. Off the steal here, Jake Guille picks off the pass and goes the length of the court, sinking the shot and one. The Pilots cut the lead to just 8 points. Jalen Thompson with a couple of big threes in the third. But in the fourth, the Bells regain control off the miss. Jackson Dupree comes from behind and rips the ball free, and a lefty lay-in for Dupree. A terrific shot here by the Bells' Kyle Lewis, up and under. Oh, that was nice, as the Bells go on to win it by 11. Danker leading Bellarmine with 12 points in the game.
Off to San Ramon for the East Bay League opener between Monta Vista and California. The Mustangs get on the board late in the first. Julia Leontini with a good ball in the box to Megan Edelman, who kicks it over the keeper and bounces in for the goal. 1-0 Monta Vista at halftime. Envy on the attack to start the second. Leontini, our NCS Soccer Player of the Year last year, dribbling past everybody and finds the back of the net. 2-0 Mustangs. Cal looking to answer back a few minutes later, but junior keeper Emma Rogers comes up with a nice diving save to keep Monta Vista lead at 2. The Mustangs just firing on all cylinders now. Edelman kicks it all the way to freshman Kate Peters, who fights off a defender, chips it over the keeper, and it's 3-0 Monta Vista Mustangs. The Grizzlies get a corner kick late. Angela Filosa crosses into the box for Vanessa Von Sossen, who heads it in for the goal, but it's not enough as Monta Vista wins it 3-1 to go to 1-0 into the East Bay League.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Aubrey, this week we meet Amar'e Taylor, thrilled to be celebrating a state championship just weeks after the tragic death of his older brother. This is Amar'e Taylor running wild in the NCS title game. Amar'e runs for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game.
A Halloween night of fun turns deadly. 4 people killed, another 4 hurt.
Amar'e's performance coming just 1 month after his brother Omar was shot and killed in a Halloween night shooting in Orinda.
A friend of Omar Taylor posted a photo of him on social media, saying he was one of the 4 killed.
Amar'e looked up to his older brother, who was Superman in his eyes.
He could do anything. You need him to fix something, he's gonna fix it. He can make beats, he could rap, he could DJ, he could play football, play sports, he did everything. Like, he was amazing.
After that NCS title win, in a team interview, Amar'e talked about adversity, not just for himself, but for his team.
Oh man, it was a dog fight, but we came out here, adversity all year. And you know what? We came out here and we did our thing like we always do every week. We come out, we work hard all week, and we came out here and we did our thing.
Amar'e was crushed to lose his brother, but even the next day, he was determined to carry on.
It was just so strange, you know. It was unbelievable to hear something like that. And then, you know, Halloween had just happened, and obviously it was the day after Halloween, and he kind of just let it all out. But the thing that I saw him is he didn't want to necessarily go home. He wanted to stay with his brothers and his teammates.
In the 3 games following his brother's death, Amar'e ran for 602 yards and 8 touchdowns, succeeding despite his despair.
Man, I wasn't. So I was just more like in shock. It was like a disbelief, sort of like it was like a movie. You know, I couldn't believe it. It was like a big blur.
Yeah, I mean, I deal with this every day. Like, you know, I look at his pictures through my phone. I go back and replay messages we have to each other. I mean, it's tough. I mean, as a parent, you never expect to bury your child. You just don't.
Amar'e Jr. was working as a DJ that fateful night. He loved music and hoped to make it big someday.
That was his passion. I mean, he wanted to make it big one day and be one of the next biggest DJs to come out. But I always told him, I'm like, hey, man, you got to have money first. You know what I mean? I mean, chasing your dream is chasing your dream, but you got a kid, you got to take care of your kid. So that being said, you got to work.
His little brother is doing everything right, excelling on the football field and in the classroom. Still, it's hard for Amar'e to understand how this can happen.
I don't know. I think people need to just open their eyes and see the bigger picture. Like, I mean, it's more to life, I mean, than just going out every day or just whatever they doing, like killing people and killing each other. Like, we should help each other, we should pick each other up, like, try to be successful, go out and do something else. You know, get whatever. I don't know. I just don't think that type of lifestyle is like the lifestyle anybody should be living.
Amar'e is looking to sign with a top college to play football. He's a junior this year, so he'll have some time to shine again next season at Clayton Valley.
Exactly, and the defending state champions, Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles.
Very proud of that, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Invisalign brings us the Bright Smile Award each week, honoring the people who support the teams we cover in all sorts of ways.
This week we honor longtime Westmont coach Gary Brink. For 3 decades, Coach Brink led a successful program at Westmont and is the first honoree into the Westmont Sports Hall of Fame. Former coaches and players came to honor Gary at a recent game. Of course, the coach was all smiles with so many longtime friends.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Robbie Beasley and the Doherty Valley Wildcats battle San Leandro.
And the girls from Mills battle Sacred Heart Prep. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Rain drives. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
Why choose Invisalign over other aligners?
Are they comfortable and safe to wear?
I asked her doctor for a better alternative to braces, and he said,
only Invisalign aligners are made with Smart Track technology. Based on years of research, it moves teeth more comfortably and predictably than ordinary aligners. And in many cases, it works faster than braces. So I can develop a custom treatment plan that'll work for each of these smiles. That's why Invisalign aligners have transformed millions of smiles.
Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers Stadium and for the Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, the Nueva School, and Mitty wanted the very best on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
Back at Levi Stadium for our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This week we feature one of the Bay Area's very best players, Robbie Beasley. He will play at Montana next season, but right now he's averaging 25 points a game for the 7-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, this week the Cats traveled to San Leandro to meet the 5-1 Pirates. It's this week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The San Leandro Pirates looking to take down the undefeated Doherty Valley Wildcats at home Wednesday. Hiki Fo'o Male finds Siri Sawyers for the long day, and the Pirates start off with an early lead. Robbie Beasley, playing in his first season with Doherty, lands a basket, but San Leandro has the hot start. Male takes the pass from Makai Goodspeed. Male sees an opening and takes it. The Wildcats' Aiden Avila takes this one from the top of the key, slithering his way to the rack for the easy lay-in. Then it's Beasley taking the bounce pass from Donovan Sevilla, floating it home, but the Pirates' offense is on its A game. Goodspeed to Sawyers and Siri with 11 points in the first quarter alone. The score is 15-14 after one. The Pirates go on to score 29 in the second quarter. Isaiah Mellor to Malik Merchant for the corner three. San Leandro takes the 14-point lead. Cy Ramadas to Robbie Beasley for the bucket and one. Robbie 11 for 13 from the free throw line in this one. Before the half, Molly makes his way to the rack, and the Pirates take the 13-point lead into halftime and not slowing down. Kiki Aguirre landing back-to-back threes to open up the second half. Halfway through the third, Goodspeed to Damian Cordova, who throws up the alley-oop for Siri Sawyers. There's more where that came from a little later on. 13-point game. Will Breed inbounds it to Ryan Beasley in the corner, and the freshman nails the buzzer beater to end the third quarter. His big brother Robbie loving it. Cats pull within 10, but then it becomes this Siri Sawyers dunk show. First throwing down the one-handed rip, then the next dunk coming off the alley-oop from Cordova, and the Pirates are having fun as they cruise to an 85-64 win over Doherty. Strong performances from the entire shift.
And here they are, the San Leandro Pirates. We're going to talk to Siri Sawyers first. This is our MVP. Get a t-shirt, Siri. Yeah. Now, that was a tough opponent over there. Talk about your guys' great start to this game.
We came out hard. We had energy. We just trusted in each other, and then the game fall in place.
Yeah. How did they challenge you tonight?
They were trying to double team me, and I was looking for the open man.
And you found him.
Yep.
You had some pretty incredible dunks, too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And next up, we're going to talk to
Hiki Fa'omale. All right, kind of brag about your team. What's so special about this year's Pirates?
This year's team, we're really like a family. Like, we do everything on and off the court. We are one, and everybody supports each other. Yeah.
That's great. That's what you need in a team. All right, and lastly, we're going to talk to Kiki Aguirre. Kiki, what goals are you trying to accomplish this year?
We got big goals this year. First of all, we want to win league, win NCS, and win state. Big.
How are you going to get there?
Work together, play hard every game.
Perfect. All right. These are the Game of Week winners. Guys, take us out.
The Mills Vikings making the trip to Atherton to face Sacred Heart Prep. The Vikings looking to get on the board first, but Denise Stein takes the ball away, and Denise lays it in for two. Mills keeping this one close early. Kiana Castaneda to Michaela Nava to Chloe Tam, and Chloe hits the three-point shot. But back come the Gators. Charlotte Levison getting the tough shot to go here. Charlotte driving into the lane and banking it home. Sacred Heart Prep showing some great ball movement now as the ball finds Stein, who lays it up and in. 21-17 Gators at the half. SHP catching fire in the second. Grace Florendo dishing to Kennedy Anderson, who fires and banks it in from deep three. And then it's Stein with the pass to Caroline Barkley, who makes it splash from downtown. That's a nice looking shot there. Mills trying to stay within striking distance. Janice Young over to Chloe Tam, and Chloe drills her shot from three-point land. 38-29 Gators after three. Sacred Heart Prep pulling away in the fourth. Stein with the inbound pass to Levison for another Gator three. Levison returning the favor now as she passes to Stein, who lays it in as Sacred Heart Prep wins it 58-37 to go to 6-2 on the season. Stein and Levison combining for 35 points for the Sacred Heart Prep Gators. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Serendipity Nebraska from San Ramon Valley Basketball. Saren helps clean up parks, donates gifts to local children's hospitals, and loves volunteering so much she brought the Key Club to San Ramon Valley High School, an organization that provides fellow high school students with a chance to perform meaningful volunteer work.
I've always thought it was important to volunteer because from a young age I would do Girl Scouts and I would always volunteer with my basketball teams and just give to people that are less fortunate than me. So it was just instilled in me from a young age, and here at our team our coach always says to be a giver, and it's important to give to the community and those around us.
This past weekend, the John Lynch Foundation, along with 49ers Cal High Sports, honored many of our Players of the Week volunteers and inspirational athletes here at Levi Stadium. The athletes all got to meet 49ers GM John Lynch, receive a special football with their names and signed by John Lynch. All the athletes then went on a tour of the 49ers Museum right here at the stadium. We'll have one more of these awards in 2 months, followed by our big end-of-the-season awards gala in late May.
Coming up, the red-hot Amador Valley Dons take on Mount Eden.
And the Mission San Jose girls meet Pittsburgh next. Back at Levi Stadium and a look at the Amador Valley Dons. The Dons are 4-1 to start the season, with senior forward Andrew Laxana leading the charge.
But the Dons meeting a Mount Eden team that's off to a hot start as well, a team led by senior guard Bryce Wells. The 5-1 Monarchs taking on Amador Valley in a thriller this week.
The Mount Eden Monarchs playing host to Amador Valley Tuesday night, and boy, were we in for a good one. Jason Montgomery Jr. dumps it off to Willie Veazey for the easy layup. Monarchs go up 6-0 to start it off. Then it's Montgomery this time finishing. Monarchs have the 13-8 lead after one. Second quarter, Andrew Laxana for the Dons, driving and pulling up for the short J, landing the and one, chipping away at that Mount Eden lead. But this guy for the Monarchs, Bryce Wells, had a monster game leading his team with 16 points. It's 29-27 Mount Eden at halftime. Jackson Cash to Laxana from deep, and the Dons go on to erase the Monarch lead. Isaac Owen battling to the hoop, gets the layup and one, and this game is tied at 41 heading into the final quarter. Both teams trading threes. Wells to Kenyatta Fudge for his third three-pointer on the night, but Laxana turns right around and does the same thing So we have 45 seconds left to play. Amador has the 49-48 lead, looking to extend it, but Webster Bustamante stands his ground, draws the charge to give the Monarchs possession. Eden down by 1. 15 seconds, fudge to Montgomery Jr., and the basket is good. Monarchs take the lead. Amador gets a shot off with 5 seconds on the clock, but it's missed, and Veazey gets the rebound to win it 50-49. The final in Hayward with a big game from Wells, and the game-winning shot from Montgomery.
Starla Murillo and her Mission San Jose Warriors travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates, and it's the Warriors on top early. Megna Nair inbounds to a wide-open Isha Nabisan. 3-ball is good. Mission San Jose is lethal from beyond the arc. In transition, Starla to Nair, catch and shoot. Nair for 3. The Warriors take a 20-6 lead in the second quarter. Great ball movement here. It's Anne-Marie Garcia to Amber Wu to Murillo, down low for 2. Pittsburgh trying to close the gap. Nifty point guard Michaela Smith finishes in the paint for 2, but the Warriors continue to hit in the second half. Haley Wakayama takes this one in herself and drains a straight-on 3. It's 35-19 Warriors. Pittsburgh still fighting. Precious Cannon to Serena Rhodes to Asante Bartolo under the hoop for 2. But Mission San Jose leads this one from coast to coast. Freshman Clara Liu with a nice bank shot here. The Warriors win big to remain undefeated on the season at 6-0, near leading all scorers with 23 points.
The San Ramon Valley Wolves getting fired up on a cool night for their first league matchup against Doherty Valley. Just 4 minutes into the first half, Jordan Atkins free kicks it in the box. Joseph Kerr with the header, and Owen Callahan gets it inside the post. And the Wolves are on the board 1-0. In the second half, Wildcats looking to make something happen. Owen Jameson with the slide tackle, and he gets it to Dylan Ursum, who rifles it in to put the Wolves up 2-0. What a play by Jameson and Ursum. Doherty Valley looking to come back. Ezra Serrato passes it to Daniel Bahaman, and Daniel gets it in. The Wildcats trail by 1 with 20 minutes left in this match. 7 minutes later, Wildcats with a chance to tie it up. Anil Ismailzada with the free kick, but it's saved by Brett Lopez. And in the 75th minute, the Wolves decide they're ready to put this away. Logan White kicks it in the box. Joseph Kerr gets it in. Kerr ices the game, and San Ramon Valley improves to 1-0 in league after defeating Doherty Valley 3-1.
Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers all throughout the Bay Area.
Each week, Wellstrong brings us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Saglambeni with this week's tip.
A concussion is an injury to the brain resulting from trauma that does not result in structural damage. It results in a period of altered brain functioning that resolves over time. Concussion is usually not dangerous if handled properly. The athlete would need immediate attention, removal, and not return to play if there is loss of consciousness, seizure, amnesia, confusion, or loss of coordination. Seek immediate medical attention for any of these symptoms.
Coming up, our Diablo Motors NCS Monster game as John Sweat battles the Kennedy Eagles.
And St. Francis meets Palo Alto on the soccer pitch next.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Good, better, Emma. Answer to new.
I'm gonna be president.
And the winner for president is Emma Williamson.
I'm gonna start a juice bar.
Emma, the numbers are looking really good. You're gonna start a juice bar.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The legends of the gridiron meet the legends of the road.
I'm Debo.
Touchdown, Debo Samuel.
And I got my roll on at the #1 Dodge dealer in the world. South County, where they call it fairest place. Come get your roll on just like I did. Drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you. South County, drive a little, save a lot. Tell them Debo sent you.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the Kennedy Eagles off to a great start this season. Michael Booker's team 7-0 coming into this game.
Kennedy hosting John Sweat this week. The Warriors already with 11 games under their belt. It's our Diablo Motors NCS Monster game, and our Wesley Boone was there.
Monster game, yeah. We're in for a good one tonight as John Sweat High School prepares to take on Kennedy Richmond. Now, for John Sweat, they have a freshman phenom, Darian Russell. He's averaging 13 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals per game so far this season. Impressive stuff. And for Kennedy Richmond, Cameron Young and Miko Brown have led the Eagles to a perfect 7-0 record. It's John Sweat taking on Kennedy Richmond in our Diablo Motors Monster game.
Kennedy preparing for battle against John Sweat, and right out of the gate, watch 23 Jabal Glover coming into frame, annihilates that ball, sends it to the stands. On the other end of the floor, Joseph Alvarez passing over to Miko Brown. This is where he makes his money inside. It's 12-7 Eagles in the first for the Warriors. Armando Berrigan passing over to Tony Neely from the corner. Neely buries it in the first half, though. Eagles offense was rolling. Glover passes to Jamaria Brown. Brown lays it up 25-16 now. More Eagles. Their transition offense was excellent. Bobby Williams uses his length to get the bucket. 29-21 at the break. Second half, Warriors back in it. Berrigan hits Elijah Saintcap, who then finds Neely. Another 3 for him. Warriors only down 4. Right before the end of the third, Warriors for the lead. Vince Garcia sinks it. They're up 38-37 heading into the fourth. Eagles want that lead back. Missed shot. Bobby Williams fights for the rebound, gets the shot to fall. Teams trading leads for most of the fourth before Jamaria Brown gets the loose ball and hits Cameron Young. Eagles in front, and they want to stay in front for good. Young passes to Williams. Williams missed the first shot, stays with it, gets it to fall. He leads Eagles with 15 points on the night. To cap things off, Miko Brown, an easy bucket here. 14 points for him. Eagles hold on to win 54-48. Williams, though, not blinded by his team's 8-0 start.
Mindset of this team is basically to play better than we played last year. Last year was terrible. We didn't make the playoffs or nothing. Started off a little slow in the first half. You have to pick it up and come more intensity.
In Richmond with our monster game, Wesley Boone, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Lynbrook Lady Vikings taking on Willow Glen. Getting the scoring going first is Willow Glen. Cecilia Solis passes over to Madison Odom, and Odom sinks this from 3. But then the Vikings get to work. Caitlin Verola passes over to Mason Yee, and it's Yee for 3. Then it's Sarah Ho passing inside to Halia Yee. Nice move inside for the bucket. It's 23-18 Vikes. Yee at it again. Look at the floater. She gets it to fall as Lynbrook begins to extend its lead in the second quarter, and it's Yee at it again, beating the buzzer before the break, and the Vikes have a 32-18 lead at the half. Odom trying to erase that deficit. Another 3 for Odom, her second of the night. And now watch the quick hands of Lydian Lee. She knocks the ball out, corrals it, and pushes it up court for the easy bucket. Halia Yee wants in on the action now. Here's a steal from Halia. She goes coast to coast, and it's 44-21 Lynbrook Vikings in the third. Lee back at it now. Quick 3 from Lee. Money, and the Vikings begin to pull away. And now here's Lydian Lee again. Nice move underneath. 9 third quarter points for Lydian. Rams still fighting. Odom sinks the mid-range jumper, but the Vikings are just too much. Olivia Yin trying to pass it, finds Sarah Ho for the bucket, and the Vikings go on to win it by 20. Yee and Lee with double-digit points for Lynbrook.
St. Francis taking on Palo Alto on the soccer pitch early in this one. Mariana Kessinger boots this one over a couple of her teammates. Cassie Tolino D finally finds it, and she puts it in the corner. 1-0 Pally early in the first half. St. Francis looking to change that. Lauren Beers rockets this one right into the box. Caroline Kane handles it. The goalie is out of position. Lancers tied up at 1. Second half now. Tolino D. She's all over the place, passes it up the field to Mariana Kessinger. They trade places from the first goal, this time Kessinger with the goal, Tolino D with the assist. It's 2-1 Vikings. St. Francis trying to tie it up. Skylar Blaze fighting off a defender, passes to Grace Paulson. Paulson puts some air under this one, and it hits the back of the net. St. Francis ties it up, and that's how it stays. 2-2 the final over in Palo Alto.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Mountain View basketball star Audrey Telkamp. Audrey is a star on the court and in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its varsity boys soccer team as it kicks off its season. The team is 3-1 and has had some great outings already, including a 3-0 win with goals by Ishan Matrapagata, Andrew Chapliansky, and Justin Fung. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
You can buy entire game videos from all of the games featured on the show tonight. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and view all of the highlights and features after we air on Sunday nights. Coming up to the peninsula we go for Woodside and Terra.
But first, here is our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By Invisalign, winning smiles start here. Learn more at Invisalign.com. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Serino Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Serino Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
The Terra Nova Tigers are looking good early again this season. Head coach Kenny Milch coaching his son and leading scorer Justin Milch.
Yeah, and the Tigers this week facing a very tough 5-0 Woodside Wildcats team this week. The Woodside Wildcats looking to stay undefeated as the Cats visit the Terra Nova Tigers. Woodside taking off with an early lead. The shot here is off, but Isaiah Minor is there with a rebound and a putback. That was nice. 5 minutes left in the half. Barnwell gets the rock in the corner again and nails the three-point shot. Wildcats go up by 13. 2 minutes later, Justin Milch gets the rock and splashes it for three, and Terra Nova is coming back, trailing by just 8. With seconds left in the third quarter, Timmy Yee with the sneaky steal and has nothing but open court ahead of him. Yee lays it in, Woodside pulling away, leading now by 14 points. 3 minutes left in the third. Borgan Gibadoyin driving into the paint and throws it up over his head and gets it to go. Tigers looking to rally back in the fourth. Milch gets it beyond the arc, rainbows it in for 3, and Terra Nova is trailing by 12 at this point. Seconds later, here's Milch again, flying down the court. A nice move behind the back with a gorgeous Euro step, and the Tigers trailed by 10, but Woodside finishes strong. 6'6" center Calvin Capral with the rebound, and he puts it back in, and the Wildcats are up by 8 at that point. Moments later, it's Minor looking to get the hoop, and he finds a way. It goes, and that will do it. The Woodside Wildcats go on to defeat Terra Nova 77-65. Minor leading the way with a huge game, 31 points. The Sequoia girls basketball team is off to a fine start again this season and looking for more.
The girls meeting up with our Shanberries at the Rikus Center this week to chat about it.
We're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shannon. I'm here with the ladies of the Sequoia girls basketball team. I gotta give it up to you ladies because last year you won the section titles. That's amazing. Walk us through that feeling. It must have been amazing.
Yeah, it felt really great to win CCS with the whole team. We worked so hard during the year and we all got so close that it felt really great to end the year with a big win for CCS, and it was our first school win of all CCS. So.
Oh my God, that's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations. Now I know Coach Steve is so animated, so loud. He must be so much fun to play for. What's it like playing for Coach Steve?
Yeah, definitely. He's been coaching for over 40 years, so he's a lot of experience, especially with high school games.
especially our assistant as well, Michael Trodella. They've both been coaching for like 40, 50 years, so they really know what they're doing, which is great and super helpful. I would say one of the best things that he does for us is he scouts nearly 20, 30 games for the whole season, which helps us prepare before practices and before games. So that's probably my favorite aspect about him and what he brings to our team.
Totally, I love that. Well, let's end with some tradition. So give us some of your team tradition.
So before games, we hype ourselves up with listening to music in the locker room, and we have this chant that we do. And also our coach always names our water bottles and lines them up for us in front of the bench. It's really special.
Oh, what kind of music do you guys get hyped to?
Just anything.
I was getting hyped to some Justin Bieber on the way here, so.
Not usually Justin Bieber.
Not Justin Bieber, okay. All right, ladies, well, congratulations again. Give it up for the ladies of the Sequoia girls basketball team.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Mount Eden Monarchs. Jason Montgomery Jr. with the game-winning shot to put his team up by 1, and everybody was so happy about that. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
I'm Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is a dumbbell single arm push press. This exercise is great if you don't have platforms, you just have a couple dumbbells, and we're going to work on explosiveness. So Ben's going to bring the dumbbell up to shoulder height, and now he's going to use his explosive jump to get that dumbbell to go straight up. Go ahead.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a medallion swag pack complete with a hat, backpack, and very cool pair of headphones, and last but not least, a ticket to the end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders, and then we'll announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
First up, St. Leandro, Damian Cordova throws up the alley-oop for Siri Sawyers. Hey Siri, how do you spell tomahawk? Siri Sawyers knows how. We got more dunks. Owen Brown throws up an alley-oop for Nigel Burris, and that was an absolute monster dunk. But the play of the week comes to us from the soccer pitch. Joseph Kerr from San Ramon Valley comes up with an impossible goal. The window was so tiny, it changes direction, and wow, that is our play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for a full show of some of our best game highlights and feature stories from 2019. We'll see you then.